Hello again guys, I'm back again with another pod review, and it's only been around 2 days since my last, and I got a package, came through this morning. The next package again sent from Gary Anson, and I must say there's some very super looking pods in there, and I'm really excited about getting through these. So Gary, as always, thanks a million for sending. I'm going to start off with one that the rest, let me start by saying, arrived in tip-top condition. One of them was slightly bust in the packet, and I think I'm going to be starting with a hot one. As soon as I open the packet, I got a strong aroma. I can smell it now even as it's sat there with a small break in it. And this is a Trinidad Scorpion crossed with a Bhut. And compared to the last lot, it's a nice sized pod as well. There it is. You see where the small break is in there. Very, very nice looking pod. As I said, it's quite sizey. Yeah, and it's instantly, you can see that it's taken on more of the form of the Bhut. Quite pimply. Yeah, even as it is now. Really strong smell, and I'm guessing after 2 days, I've got a feeling I'm going to struggle anyway. But there's only one way to find out. So I'll cut that open. Now with the last package and this one, I've had the chance to try quite a lot of different types of Bhut, different crosses, and it's quite nice really, because I can have something to compare it to in future, to compare the Bhut with and the different flavours of each one. Right, let's see what we've got here. Again, as always, nice bit of placenta at the bottom. There is a fair few seeds inside it as well. But I'm not going to save the seed for this one either, because I'm trying to germinate around I think is it 4 or 5 different types at the minute. So before I start saving seeds from others, I'm going to see how I get on with those. And yeah, so here's the inside of this. Just wondering what this one's going to do to me, because as I said, it's been a couple of days since my last pod, and this is it's got a nice old size on it, quite thin walled, and I've got no gloves on again, so I'm going to have to be sort of conscious about what I do with my hands after this, because yeah, I don't want to be touching places, face, eyes. I'll just end up in agony. I've got no gloves, so I had no choice. Anyway, right, we'll crack on with this now. And this is Trinidad Scorpion crossed with a Bhut. That's huge. Ooh. 'Cause, 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 'cause Right, taste wise, it's tasted a lot like the Bhuts I've eaten in the past. Yeah, not too keen on the flavour. Burn, as it stands, strong mouth burn, quite intense for this point. Roof of my mouth and my tongue is burning. Just hoping it doesn't go to the throat. Just creeping back, just what I didn't want. Yeah, quite an intense burn. Eyes are starting to water, getting a lot of drool. This is quite an intense burn. Fingers crossed it doesn't build much more than this. So yeah, it's a strong mouth burn, and it's sitting just at the top of my throat. It's gone down a little bit more now, so I'm starting to get that uncomfortable sensation. Yeah, if it stays where it is, then this will be quite doable. I think it's going to, so it's just sitting in the top of the throat. It's not gone all the way down, but quite painful to speak. Quite painful at this point now. Just built up that a bit more. Yeah, now quite a prominent throat burn. This was definitely a creeper. It took quite a while to build up to this point. A little bit of a rush starting. I wish I could talk more during this point in my videos, because I think there's always a section halfway to 3/4 through where all you'll hear is my heavy breathing, but it's, especially on these sort of pods, when it gets to your throat it's quite difficult to speak. I can feel it sitting in my stomach. Not much of a rush from this one. No tingling or anything like that. It's just that I can feel starting to let go of my throat a little bit, which feels nice. And just starting to ease up slightly. So yeah, burn wise, that was quite an intense burn. Not the hottest, which is surprising, because the bubblegum and infinity ones I tried were really small, but felt worse than this. Quite a strong, prominent mouth burn. Started off in the mouth and crept back. Taste. It just tasted like a ghost pepper to me. If I'm honest, not that enjoyable in flavour, but interesting to try, and glad I tried it nonetheless. Right, that's eased up a little bit now. I've done my 5 minutes. So I'm satisfied with that. I've got some really interesting pods coming up over the next few days which he sent me. I'm not going to spoil it and say which, I'll just upload them as and when, so I'll come back tomorrow with my next one. As always, thanks for watching, and thanks again Gary for sending. Yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow. Cheers.